Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 3, Week 3, Day 3, that's a lot of threes. So today we got ourselves the Feyrie pet, of course a repeat one, however, soon we have 4 pets coming in a row. Also, gosh, what on earth is happening with the thing? Oh, I think I know what it is. Hold up, 1 second. 1 second. Aha. Oh no, hold up. We've got a problem. Let's see. Restart time. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. 1 second. We got this. I know what it is. It was the controller that was plugged in earlier. Hold up. Now it should be fine. Aha! There we go. Okay, that was easy. Where even is that controller right now? Oh, it's over on the... Oh, yeah. From when I was taking a nap earlier. It was like on the bed with the little thing, like, it was like holding on like the stick, probably from the covers on it or something. But, that's what that was. What a fail. Anyways, hello everyone! Hello Barbara! Hello Dizin! Hello John! Hello Bushka! Hello Mobarashi! Hello Isabel! Hello Captain! Hello everyone else! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we started a little bit later today. Had to get several things I need to do throughout the day, but luckily got it all done. And we're here now. A little late, but yeah. Anyways, so as I was mentioning, we got ourselves the Feyrie pet today. It is a repeat one. However, we do have a lot of new pets coming out pretty much throughout February. Like around that February time, early February, we have just like pet after pet after pet after pet after pet as far as new pets, 4 in a row. Actually, did something similar around last year too, just because a lot of holidays are kind of in that area. And other things, also it's adding a bonus one. But this is, of course, a repeat one. If you haven't already got it max, we'll probably still do it just for the sake of getting them. Why not? Actually, might as well do it now. We already have all the setup for it. Might as well go take these things out. Obviously, it's pretty quick. Just grab your pets, get in, get out. If nothing else, if you already have the max, you get pet food out of it. And you also get those little shards, which can be used to craft stuff and mostly for weapons. Anyways, let me go make chat a little bit bigger so we can go and see all the thingies. Let's see. Oh yes, I have been following what's been going on in DC today. That was one of the things I was doing, and yes, it is something. I know some people don't like me talking about politics on the channel though, but yeah, it's something. It is a very big mess. Let's see if we throw that down. Hey, let me go see the rest of the chat from earlier. Let's see. I was eating some before the stream, yes. That was done about like 30 minutes ago. I think that was basically everything. Okay, we're up to date. Let's see if we throw that down. Get our Phoenicia. And I'll probably do War Lore event. I believe we're almost already done with it. Actually, it might already be done if my guild carried us. I think Isabel was going really, really high on it. I think she was going for a leaderboard. Yeah, we won't be done with it today. But these are probably the final battles we have to do for it. So it's like 6-8 battles. Oh no, she's not in top 3 anymore. Where is she? Oh no. Let's see, there's an easy way to... Oh, there she is. 21. Oh no. She almost made top 20. So close. She probably will by the end of the week. She's definitely the highest in the guild. Cookie second highest. Actually, is Cookie enough to make leaderboard with 21,000? I'm actually really surprised. 21,000 is not enough for a leaderboard. That is really surprising. I wonder if she used all of her battles, and those were the same people that did all their battles, but they did it in a slightly different way that get slightly more points. The scoring for this week is really weird, because if you repeat a room, you get more points for it, but you basically have RNG on which rooms you see. So it's possible that 2 people just get different points because you have different RNG. Because I don't believe the luck is the same for every single person as far as what they see when they see it. But for example, like right here, I have a bunch of pride, so we'll get more points from doing a pride battle, then a pride battle, then a pride battle. Like more of a single room that you get. So if you get like a lot of the same copy of the same room, like let's say there's 2 different epics, pride and whatever the other one is, I forget what it's called. So if you get a bunch of the pride one and not the other epic one, you would technically get more points, or vice versa if you got more of the other one than the this one. So it comes down a little bit to luck as far as how much points you get this week. I really hate when they make it like this. It's just such a weird way. The scoring that they do for the World Lore events are so ridiculously overly convoluted for their own good. Like, I like that it's slightly different, but they all feel rather samey, and it's almost just annoying. Not that they feel samey is annoying, but the fact that your scoring is just so weird every single time. And there's no way to really know what it even is in the game itself. You have to go to their website to even know properly. And even then, you probably don't even know because it's still so convoluted every single week. Like, you could read it and still not necessarily understand what's the best way to go is. Kind of like how this week, where if you spam the same rooms, can theoretically give you more points than not doing so. It's just weird. Like, you can still change it up while still keeping it, like, easily readable as to what you need to do. At least it's kind of better than Bounty Hunter in the sense that it's not literally the same thing for, like, half the time. But, still, I definitely could use some tweaks, especially since we have it nearly every single week now. Definitely a mode that could use some tweaking. Oh, I should have taken Brown to that. I could have gotten a free turn. Oh, solo. Another free turn. Hello, Bill. Hello, U7. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Imperial. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hello, Mabarashi. I will see these people say nice. Okay. Get our final battles. Espresso with no sugar, need a kick. I have still never got into coffee. Though I do feel like I've been needing caffeine lately. Even though I haven't been having any. I try to avoid it when possible. But sometimes you just need it. Okay, that's definitely good. Oh, that actually did not kill somehow. Wow. Let's get this Phoenicia, and that should be match. Always a bit annoying when needing to get a second Phoenicia. Also, we're going to do less damage here because our Red Storm is about to expire. Normally you can get the mana quick enough, but we were one turn slow. And he killed my hero, so we don't have any way to re-Red Storm. Which means he doesn't die here. Which means we got to go for a whole nother cast. Actually, no, we don't. We could just go for Skull Alignment and kill him. He just gave it to us dead. Easy. Hello, Minecraft. Welcome. Oh, you got the Mythic today. Nice. Yeah, anyone still trying to get the Mythic? You still got the rest of today and tomorrow. Oh, we only got one copy. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We already have all the copies we need. Right, there we go. Only 24 to Jewel. Honestly, whenever I'm doing a pet like that, we probably mostly want to be getting to Jewel. Though Pure Color pet food's pretty good too. I feel like we're at the point where we're kind of at enough pet food. Also, do we even have any that need to be upgraded? I do. I never upgraded the season pet. So we got this little guy. I never even wore him. Let me go wear him. This is the season pass pet thing. Mythic looks a lot cooler though. But we'll still go to and equip it. Not what I wanted. We will be renaming them all at some point. I'm not sure when we're doing that stream. But we will eventually have a stream where we name like dozens upon dozens of pets. I think we have like 70 pets that currently do not have a name. And yeah, they need names. We will at some point. We're going to dedicate a stream where literally all we do in the stream is get a name for every pet that doesn't have a name. Okay, so we have it equipped now. And there we go. Nice little pet on her shoulder. I don't think any of the outfits really match it perfectly, though. I don't believe so. Where are the outfits? Oh, the Phoenix armor. Phoenix armor doesn't even match the Phoenix-looking thing. I think Dragon armor's fine for it. Let's leave it as is. Okay, what's in our mail right now? Oh, yeah, the 5 gems for upgrading it to. And that annoying thing always blinking. Well, not blinking, but being with his little exclamation point. Trying to blend in with the other exclamation points and stand out. Actually, that made no sense, but you know. It's just annoying. Anyways, let's go. We did the pet. Let's go finish out the Ward Lore event. So this will need our medals, of course. But yeah, pretty straightforward Ward Lore event. One of the easiest we have ever had. A couple different ways you can run it. Obviously, we've personally been going the Queen Titania route. However, you can do Rowan. You can do pretty much anything that can quick kill the entire enemy team quickly. It depends on what you have and what you want to use. Though I do advise trying to get these 2 troops. Both of them are in the event key drop table. So if you're still looking to get Summer or Queen Titania, they are in the drop table for the rest of this week. Highly advise picking up both of them in event keys. It's a really good week to throw down event keys. I always stick red. Oh no, he has Submerge though, but he's about to break us, so that's fine. And he's dead. Don't you dare gain Re-Submerge, no! Oh wait, never mind. His ability doesn't actually Re-Submerge him. He gets Submerged off of something else, good. Okay, we got all 40 prides. I guess we gotta take a pride. We don't really have a choice here. I'm pretty sure that's the epic I didn't take as much, so a little bit bad luck there. Oh, we got a Valraven at least. You're trying to get the mythic. Hopefully you get good luck. Well, I'll hand out a redeem code in a little bit. That one gym key could potentially have it. No, it's a really low chance though. 0.1%. If you haven't done your weekly seals, try getting them in. You can get 2,000 seals per week. And you could try getting those in before Friday. If you get those in today or tomorrow, you can use them for mythic chance. And they have a slightly higher. They have a 0.11 chance. Or, you know, they have basically a 0.01% higher chance than a normal gem key, which isn't much, but they are technically, if you have a max chest for your guild, or, you know, the maxed out rate at 40,000 plus, if you have that, it's actually more value than a... Oh, why did I do it that way? We could have killed. Could add another cast. But, if you end up doing it that way, it actually has a slightly higher chance of giving you a mythic than a gem key does, oddly enough. Which we could actually see right over here. Though it requires max chests, which you need 40,000 steals across a guild. If you don't currently have it, you could throw some purple orbs too, which would also give you the resources to try to get them. But it's just over here. Has a 0.11 chance, whereas gem key is a 0.1. So it is theoretically ever so slightly higher to do it off a seal key, assuming your chest is currently maxed at a given time. The main reason I use my gem keys first is because they give tokens and gemstones, whereas this does not give, or this still gives trait stones, but it doesn't give, oh, what am the word I'm looking for? Ingots. It doesn't give ingots, whereas normal gem keys do. Obviously, that's not as big a deal in the current state of game. However, we don't know if ingots will be used for something into the future. So for that reason, I still like using my gem keys first, just because of the ingot chance on them. Even though I've already maxed out every weapon, not counting doom weapons. It is so ridiculously hard to upgrade all doom weapons in the current state of game. The cost of it's so ridiculously high. I'm pretty sure barely anyone in the game has actually upgraded every doom weapon. For one, because half of them are pretty useless, but also because of the cost associated with doing so. There's definitely at least one person out there that has, probably a few dozen, but it's very rare. Let's see, we'll take that. Yeah, you do want to be prioritizing highest level as well, because that means you fought it more times. It's based on how many times you fight it rather than its actual level, but generally the higher the level, the more times you fought it. Like right here, I'm pretty sure Raph is going to give us more than Mirage Queen due to its higher level, meaning we probably fought more Laphs than we did Raphs rather than Mirage Queens here. Gosh, so much Cascade. That was so much. Is that enough to kill right now? I believe it is. What a combo. And that's why we have this team set up. 3 casts dead. Oh no, we don't have any more battles though. No! Oh well, it's not that big a deal. I don't think we'll need to do tomorrow night's battle. We'll see. Depends how much the guild does between now and tomorrow. Where are we? Oh, pretty much dead center. I'm a little bit behind some people though. Everyone has like a different point because of how the scoring is set up this week. Every single person is different, except Lucy. Somehow I have tied with Lucy exactly on the dot. But everyone else seems to be pretty much a different score. Actually, there's a 3 in 6,590 as well. A lot harder to get a tie this week due to how weird the scoring is. I'm pretty sure everyone in this like 6,000-ish range are pretty much tied. They just did the rooms slightly differently as far as order. Or just got different RNG. Anyways, we got some pretty juicy stuff on Adventure Board today, most notably being the 100 gems. Definitely don't want to pass up on that. And the glory's not bad, so we're going to obviously go for those. I always go for all of them anyways, even if all 3 are bad, just out of habit, just so I don't forget to go for them. Because sometimes there is good stuff, like today, where we have 100 gems just sitting there. Let's just go with Phoenicia, I guess. I was going to go Rowan, and then I changed my mind because we already have the banner set up for it. But if anyone has any questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. Make sure to do so. Today we'll probably get a little bit of Explore 12 grind in, which we haven't been able to. After we finish these up, we'll go hand out a code and get some Explore 12 grind in. I don't feel like we've been token farming for the last week or so. Definitely need to be getting it in here and there. Otherwise, we're not going to make any progress on trying to upgrade all the higher rarity stuff in the game. And also, Kingdoms will eventually start requiring having those elite levels, by the way. I think the first one was 5 bronze at level 22, I think? 22, 23, I think it was 22. But we will start to need those elite levels. So do be wary of that. However, the very first requirement's really easy. You just need 5 bronze. medals. So if you just have, or you know, you need to have 5 troops upgraded to bronze within the kingdom for the upgrade. So all you really have to do is just have like a few guard tokens, a few, or I should say a few guard medals, a few guard, a few Yasmin medals, and a few, what's it called? A few Orpheus medals. And as long as you have those lowest 3 rarity ones, you'll pretty much be good to go. Because you can just do it on the lowest rarity 5, and just throw a single token at them, and that will upgrade them then. So as long as you have a few of the lowest few, you would pretty much be good to go whenever they come up to say to upgrade them. And I think we're actually starting to get a surplus. We haven't used them in a while. Maybe we'll use all of them this weekend. Let's see, what event do we have this weekend? We have a, oh yeah, we have a new faction this weekend. So we'll be pretty busy with that the first 2 days then. I almost forgot, new faction in 2 days. At this point, like 1 day and several hours. Because I always forget, due to the time that it resets, theoretically, it's only like 1 day away, technically. Because it resets in like 5 hours from now, 6 hours from now. So in like 1 day, 6 hours, we'll have a new faction. Yeah, I saw that earlier. I didn't see him when he was that high, but I did see that someone was going crazy with it. I saw them at about 700,000 earlier, or whatever it was. I knew they had like several 100,000 over whoever was higher. Because I was mentioning when Isabel did the grind and she was in like 3rd, because they were at like 600,000 or 700,000. The main reason why they're able to do it so quickly and get so high is this event has a lot of auto kill, instant cast kind of things. So basically what he's doing is he has so much stats from buying so many powers that basically he one-shots everything in one cast and then just rinse and repeat. So basically you just cast, kill, cast, kill, cast, kill. So it goes really quick. You can get that done in like 20 seconds per battle, which is why he has so many battles. But that's still a lot of gems to have spent. We could probably calculate it out, though it's kind of hard to tell Valravens, because it's hard to calculate out how many extra battles you would have gotten from a Valraven. But yeah, that's a lot, because to get 20 battles, which is theoretically around 40-ish battles, 30, 40, depends how Valravens run. Possibly even more. It's always so hard to tell how many sigils that actually is because of Valravens. But yeah, he would have had to have bought in at least minimum like 10 times, probably closer to 20. I'm pretty sure he bought this 20 times, which means he would have spent, that's pretty overspending. That would have been like 10,000 gems. Oh, yeah, he could be power leveling off it, though there's other ways to power level. This event doesn't give any additional EXP. However, he would gain very quick EXP from this. He can win within 15 to 20 seconds. So he's gaining pretty quick EXP. Like about as quick as a Phoenicia team will win. When instant killing is about how quick he can win this event on any of the battles. But yeah, he really wants that power orb. While also farming XP. But yeah, he's a really high level. Very, very high. Anything over 1,500 is a pretty high level. Hey, where were we? Let's finish out the thing. Definitely don't want to forget our gems. That's a lot of gems, 100 gems. And of course, everyone has it on their adventure board, since the bottom 3 of adventure board is always the same. The top of your adventure board can be different, but the bottom 3 are always the same, regardless of what point in the game you are. Even if you just started, it's always the same. The top is very different when you first start. However, even beyond that point in end game, it's still different because it's random. It's a 5% chance it'll give you a 100 gem task, and a 95% chance it'll give you the normal one that we generally see every day, which is the 20 gem task, where you just kill 100 things and you get 20 gems for free. But sometimes you get the better 100 one on the top. Obviously we didn't today, but some people might have, and they would have gotten 200 gems today. The lucky people. Hey, we are going to need 2 casts for this. And unfortunately, that is not full mana. But that is. He died to burn. Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting Phoenicia even has a burn attached to her. Oh gosh, we got uselessness from him. But she has a 50% chance to burn a random enemy per turn. It's not much, but hey, that adds up. It definitely adds up. After we clear out dungeons, we'll hand out a code. And then for the rest of the time, we'll probably mess with some token farming. Hopefully we'll get an Anu or Nisha tonight. Haven't gotten one for about a week or two now, just because we haven't really been grinding for it much. And even when we had the Vault event, obviously the focus was on the Vault event, and not so much on the tokens. Even though we did get a bit of token farming, there's a lot of the lower rarity tokens. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I want to go check how many tokens we have currently. I haven't done that for a while. I think this weekend, as I mentioned, we're going to go use all of our tokens. Probably, I want to say either Saturday or Sunday. Probably Saturday. Because Saturday we're likely going to do Pure Faction. And then after Pure Faction, we could just mess with that for the rest of the time. Since that's the main thing we got going on this weekend, of course, is the new faction. Let me see. I can just click on all of them and any of these and we can see. So, how much excess of each do we have? We have 4 Nishas, which is 1 short of a first upgrade on a Mythic. I am so tempted to get Phoenicia upgraded. I'm still hesitant to, but I am leaning towards Phoenicia. Medal of Anus, we have 9, though theoretically 11 spares. Medal of Seasons, we have 18 spares. Theoretically more, given that we have these that we could spend after we finish out the event. Because those basically are Medal of Seasons that just haven't converted to Medal of Seasons yet. This medal right here. Medal of Arania, we have 14 spare, just in case they ever buff it. I still want to keep 3 copies of it always. I'm still surprised they have not buffed Arania yet. They need to buff Arania to 6 attack, minimum. It has to be 6 attack. Otherwise, it's just an inferior version of Seasons. I'm still surprised we've gone 3 or 4 patches without a buff on it. I wonder if they even realize how dead content it is. Well, obviously, it's the same thing as Seasons, but worse. Like, World Lore event happens so often that it's not like a special thingy anymore. So I'm not sure what's up with that. But that needs to be buffed to at least 6 attack. Maybe they're scared Iron Gut would become even more broken than he already is, but I think that's beyond the point. It's not going to make that big of a difference. Well, how much of an attack increase would that be? 6? Or 4 if you run 20% on him? Anyways. 1 to 3 years is standard answer. True. It happened... When did we get World Lore event? Didn't that happen about a year ago? When was the first time we got a World Lore event? So it's almost the 1 year mark. I can't remember. Was it summer of last year? I can't even remember when we started getting World Lore events, to be honest. I know it was last year. I just forget when last year it was. Anyways, we have 24 spare Metal of Orpheuses, 19 spare Medals of Yasmins, and 21 spare Guards. So it's quite a bit of upgrades. We already got the achievement for it, too. Actually, what is the achievement up to these days? We'll double check. Then we'll go hand out code. If I had to guess, it's like 0.4. So it might have gone up. Yep, exactly 0.4. Ah, there we go. Yep, exactly. On the dots. 0.4% of players. At least according to Steam. Obviously, different platforms might be slightly different. Okay, anyways, next order of business. Code. Let me go get you guys code. 1 moment. I don't actually have the thingy open. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I need to go ask for more codes. I have enough for like 2 more weeks, but sometimes it takes them over a week to get the codes. Sometimes longer. So I want to ask way in advance. Let's see. Put this over here. Put this over here. Put that there. Put that there. Put that there. Click refresh. Put this over here. Paste that down. Copy the whole thing. And make it so you guys can see it. There we go. There's a redeem code. Use on gemsofwar.com for the game codes section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Whatever game says in the bottom left corner is where you put in for your invite code. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters starting with YC. And give same order as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And of course that gem key can still be used for the mythic. It still is going for another day. Rest of today and then all of tomorrow. And that'll be the last day you could realistically get the mythic through keys. Technically, there will still be instances that you can still get it through keys. However, the chance of getting it beyond tomorrow is going to be a lot harder. So do be mindful of that if you are still looking for the mythic. It's not a must-have mythic. It's a pretty decent one as far as how usable it is. However, there are a lot of other true damage options within the game, so it's not necessarily a necessity to get it. But it's a pretty fun troop to use, though I haven't really been using it much since it came out, those first 2 days. But it definitely has its purpose. I'm pretty sure I'm not using it for Guild War, though. I feel like it has too many counters on Guild Wars to really justify using it for a Guild War day. So I'm probably going to pass on using it for Guild War. However, one fun thing we are going to do for Guild War, that we're probably going to do this Monday, is change over all of our defend teams to be using the new codex. Or not the new codex, but our recently upgraded codex. I finally got maxed. So I'll probably do that Monday in prep for Guild Wars. We're going to revamp every defend team I have on Monday night stream, as well as doing all the tasks. It's going to be a longer stream. We'll probably go for like 2 hours. But yeah, anyways, so next order of business. We need to go grinding. So let's go switch over to our build, and let's go get ourselves some tokens. It's been ages since we've really been doing this. I've been throwing it here and there just for a little bit of progress on it, but yeah, we definitely need to be getting more. I feel like I don't do Explore 12 enough for grinding on it, because it's one of the main ways that you progress later in the game. I just wish there was more ways of obtaining them. Like, obviously you get some from your guild, but it's mostly just like the lower to mid-range ones. Oh no, I really wish we had an alternative method. Like, I don't mind doing this method, but it's annoying to do for very long durations. Like, it's good for like several dozen matches or so, but beyond that, it does get a little tedious. Especially if we keep missing. Slowing it down even more. I'll go for that, and that should be match. You don't have stealthy. You do have stealthy. That's problematic. I cannot actually deal with that right now. Now I can. And now he's dead. I didn't want to do the skull spam on him. Normally skull spam could kill, but our hero's dead, so it wouldn't have been enough damage. They should hire me as community manager. I've never had that role before. But I think I would kind of know how to do it. I'm not like the best at social media, but I could probably handle it. Like, I'm not even sure everything that you would do under that role. Like, obviously you handle all the social medias, you communicate with the community. The only problem with something like that, I feel like I'd be a lot more restricted in what I could say. Because if I actually was hired by them, they would have a bit more control over what I could and could not say. As well as the fact that I couldn't really say bad things about the overall game and stuff for the most part as well. And stuff like that. Because you would generally have to be a bit more positive when they do something horrible to the game. If you're actually the community manager. So I wouldn't be able to call them off. Call them out whenever they do something bad, like war coins or something similar. Let's see, I'll throw that down. Hello, Tyrian! Thank you for stopping by. Well, keeping busy can still be good. At least you're keeping yourself occupied. Glad you could join us for a moment, though. Always appreciated. Like arena. Yeah, I don't know. I don't completely hate the arena change. The main thing I hate about the arena change is not actually the game mode itself. The game mode itself, I actually don't mind. Like the changes that they made to it overall. The main thing I hate is the reward system for it. It just does not feel rewarding at all. Especially during an arena event. It feels like one of the least rewarding modes in the entire game. Relative to time put into it. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the arena game mode, but I like the changes that they made to arena game mode. Like, every change they made seems to be a positive one. Even the reward system that's horrible is still in the positive direction. It's just not a really good method of fixing the problem. My favorite change to it so far has been the fact that you actually draft inverse rarity now. It was actually brought up a lot when the game first started as well, and they never ended up doing it. However, about 5 years later, they finally did. But yeah, some people actually way back in the day when Arena first came out said that drafting should be the other way around. And they finally did it. It wasn't as big of a deal back then, though. But it definitely helped it in the current state of the game. Because it's a lot more important that you upgrade from highest rarity now compared to before. Because boost ratios didn't exist as much before. So it didn't really matter if you got the commons and stuff first, because the epics didn't matter as much. Because they actually did have an epic week for it as well before. But the epics and ultra rares didn't used to matter as much. Whereas now, yeah, they definitely do. Because of boost ratios. I hope they don't ruin Treasure Hunt. I know. Some people really love Treasure Hunt. They actually have some amount of statistics way back in the day where like 10% of people who played Gems of War literally just did treasure hunt, or like almost primarily just did treasure hunt, where like 95% of plus of their playing was just in treasure hunt. There's some people who really like treasure hunt in this game, who either play it as the majority of their play or at least a good amount of it. I don't feel like they would touch how it plays. I feel like they would just touch the reward system. And if they do touch how it plays, I feel like they will make a separate key. I'm calling it now, 100%. If they change treasure hunt, they're adding a epic map. It is like 95% chance they will add an epic map, kind of like how they added epic Volkies. They're going to add an epic map. They like having a two-tiered system. Even the game started with a two-tier system. The keys used to be iron keys and magic keys, where iron keys were kind of like the free-to-play key, and the magic keys were like the pay-to... kind of like how VIP keys are now, kind of. Where they're kind of like the paid keys in a sense. That's kind of how that was before. They really like two-tiered systems. And I'm pretty sure Treasure Hunt will do the same. Where we'll have the normal maps that might get a small buff or be completely untouched. And then they'll add epic maps, which who knows what they'll do with that. But I'm pretty sure that's how they will do it whenever they get around to it. Which should be this year, hopefully. They said they were trying to get it by the end of last year, but obviously that didn't happen. They also said they would get to it PvP by the end of the year, like 2 or 3 years ago, so don't hold your breath yet on Treasure Hunt. But I do feel like Treasure Hunt rework is one of those more requested ones, so it's probably going to happen this year. Probably not this month, though. Oh, good, we got an Anu. Nice, that's what we're looking for. Very nice. Not Nisha, though. Still good. But, yeah, I'm curious to see what they do with Treasure Hunt rework. Good evening, Dragon Ball Z fan. Welcome. Yeah, Treasure Hunt, actually, one of the reasons why they're kind of hesitant to buffing Treasure Hunt, even though its loot doesn't seem too good overall, it does actually have the highest gem rate in the entire game. You can farm roughly 50 to 70 gems per hour off of Treasure Hunt, which places it at the highest gem rate in the entire game for anything that you can infinitely farm forever. Of course, there are things that give better rate as far as how much time they take. Like, taking Tribute is theoretically thousands of gems per hour. If you break it down to, like, the 1 minute it takes you to take Tribute over the course of several, you know, over, like, 60 hours. It theoretically comes out to thousands of gems. So, that's one of the reasons why gems from Treasure Hunt kind of seem a little bad. Is because the effective value that you get off of Tribute. But, yeah, there's a lot of things that effectively, relative to the time associated with them, gain a lot more gems than Treasure Hunt. However, a lot of these things are very limited in how often you can do it, which in accumulation makes it seem like Treasure Hunt isn't as bad. But as far as pure infinites, Treasure Hunt is still the best infinite gem in the game, as far as gem rate is concerned. It's just all the other rates of gems that are technically higher that are limited just makes it seem bad, in the sense that they're just so much higher, but it's limited in how much you can do each one, per day, per week, per hour. Like, for example, we got 100 gems today in, like, 2 minutes by doing the 100 gem thing we had off Adventure Board. Yeah, obviously that's extremely limited. It normally only appears, like, once a month. Though we might get one for Valentine's Day. Or for Lunar New Year's. Those holidays are around the corner. We're getting a pet for Lunar New Year's, as well as for Valentine's Day. So who knows, maybe we'll do Adventure Board for both. They did it for Lunar New Year's last year, though. They gave us 100 gems for Lunar New Year, but they gave us nothing for Valentine's Day, other than a pet. So we'll see what they do this year. Yes, Treasure Hunt is infinite in the sense that you're limited by how many maps you have. However, every single map gives you glory in return, and you can mass buy glory. So they are basically an infinite as long as you have an okay amount of maps. Even if you don't have, like, tens of thousands of maps. Where is it? You can still kind of infinite, because, where's the, they like hiding it. Where's the, there it is. But you can infinitely buy maps. There are 30 glory each. You get, like, anywhere from 10 to 20 glory per map. Theoretically, you can get even over 30 glory per map if you do the long form of them. But if you're rushing through them, you're getting about 10 glory per map or so, 10 to 20. And they only cost 30 each. So yeah, they kind of infinite. And you can buy 200 instantly with 6,000 glory. You just simply click this button. Also, if you buy, it's not currently here because I already bought it this week. But if you buy event keys all the way to the left here, it's normally all the way over here if you haven't already bought them. The Spoils of War gives you 2 treasure maps as well with 1 event key. And I highly advise always getting 10 of those per week because it gives you a event key for the lowest price you can ever pay, 130 glory. You also get 2 treasure maps each time, so that's 20 treasure maps as well. And a few other resources like gold and souls. It's actually insanely good value. And it's only 180 glory, 1,800 glory per week. I advise always going for it. It's normally all the way to the left under resources. But if you already bought it, it doesn't show up there. Which I don't understand why. But yeah, it just kind of disappears for the week if you've already bought in them all on a given week. So whenever I want to show them, I can't because they have already disappeared. Because I normally do it just out of reflex every single Monday. Normally when I buy up the glory troop to go and do it for the video, we also go and buy up the... it's normally off stream or an off video, but I normally go and buy up the 180 or the you know, the 1,800 10 times of Spoils of War. You used to be able to infinitely buy it, but then they made it limited because so many people were infinitely buying it because it deterred people from ever buying event keys with gems. And we actually did a stream where all we did for like an hour or two, I think it was a straight hour, is all we did was buy Spoils of War one at a time. And that's why we have so many event keys. If you ever wonder why I have so many event keys, it's because we bought most of them for glory. Not only do we still get 10 per week from that and all the other things, and the fact that we barely ever have to use them unless a new legend comes into the game, but also I got like 5,000 something of them at one point when we bought them for an hour straight one at a time, back before a multi-buy option came into the game. Because they basically nerfed it to 10 when the multi-buy option came into the game, before you had to manually buy them one at a time. Which is really annoying for the glory troop, because you had to buy every single glory troop manually one at a time. That, of course, is not the case anymore, luckily. But in adding that quality of life, they did nerf the Spoils of War. They didn't nerf how much it costs, they just nerfed the amount you can get per week to 10 instead of infinite. Oh, why am I taking skull? It's probably just quicker taking mana at this point. You only have 15,000 something treasure maps, I know, right? I'm never sure how many I have these days. I know it's over 10,000. As far as exact number, I am not sure, but let's go check. Oh, we got some metal upgrades, nice. Come on, we need to find those niches. How many maps do I have? I have 23,475 maps. Well, so since we've been talking about maps, let's go do a map. I wish we would get more game modes like treasure map, to be honest, though. I like these, like, non-combat things. There's so many that they had in the Puzzle Quest games that they never ended up implementing into Gems of War. Like this mini-game, a variant of it actually exists in Puzzle Quest 2. One of their other games that they made. It doesn't play exactly like this, but the premise is similar. You actually played it every single time you opened up a loot chest in Puzzle Quest 2. It didn't play exactly like this, but it's the same premise. It's where they probably got the idea for doing this. It's from their Puzzle Quest 2 minigame. What do we need here? We'll grab that. Get the other thing going. The map will end soon. I'm not trying to really get too high of a score. Just kind of doing the... what I'm really trying to do right now is the rush method, without like overly rushing. But the rush method where all you do is get as many green chests as possible, and that's it. The reason why you want to go for green chests is they have the highest chance of giving you gems. And generally, if someone's doing treasure map, the main thing they're going for is gems. So what you basically want to do is make the entire board into green chests, as many green chests as possible. This actually maximizes your chance of getting gems more so than any other possible option. So yeah, if you're looking to get gems from Treasure Hunt, just fill the entire board with green chests, and you'll notice how many gems we end up getting here. It looks like about 2 or 3. But if you do that every single time, you'll maximize the amount of gems. Oh, we got 4 gems. As you can see, you can maximize the amount of gems that you get per treasure map by simply putting as many green chests and making sure you try to go not beyond green chests. You basically want to go for as many green chests as possible without ever converting them upwards into red. Otherwise, if you convert them up into red, you're actually going to net gain less gems. But yeah, if you do that, you can get a lot of gems. And that comes out to about 50 to 70 per hour. And if you do it really well, you can actually technically get even more than that. But that's about where it averages to. It's about 50 to 70 per hour. Yeah, Puzzle Quest 2 and Puzzle Quest 1 had a lot of pretty interesting mini-games. I liked some of the weapon crafting ones in Puzzle Quest 1. Puzzle Quest 2 had a lot of them. Also, Puzzle Quest 2 made them a lot more mandatory. Puzzle Quest 1, all the minigames were a lot more optional, kind of like how they are in Gems of War. Where in Gems of War, for the most part, aside from some weeklies and stuff, you could pretty much like almost never touch Arena and Treasure Hunt. There are a few exceptions now because the campaign, where it kind of tells you to go do it. But Puzzle Quest 1 was really optional with its minigames, whereas Puzzle Quest 2 had a lot more minigames, and a lot more of them were also mandatory rather than optional. But they were pretty fun. The only really optional ones I feel like in Puzzle Quest 2 were learning new spells. But a lot of the minigames that they incorporated, like every time you opened a chest, you had a minigame. Every time you had to get through certain areas, you had like pick lock minigames and stuff like that. And there was also some thrown throughout the storyline. Whereas every single minigame in Puzzle Quest 1, I'm pretty sure it was 100% optional. A little bit more so how it is in Gems of War, with a few exceptions. Also, Puzzle Quest 2, for whatever reason, feels really short compared to Puzzle Quest 1. I'm not sure what the actual game time comes out to both of them. But, like if you did all the side stuff. But Puzzle Quest 2 feels a lot shorter. Especially with all the DLC that they added on the Switch version. Because they added like 100 quests. Like the entirety of them being side quests, but they still added a lot of quests. On top of what was already there. Let's see. I'll throw that over. I still hope they make Puzzle Quest 3 at some point. Gems of War is probably making so much money that they might never get around to making Puzzle Quest 3 at this point. I still want to see it happen, though. I feel like if they make Puzzle Quest 3, it's going to have real-time multiplayer. Or it's not going to be called Puzzle Quest 3 and just kind of still have that theme going to it. I really highly doubt they're going to make a single-player game. They'll basically use it as like Gems of War's actual multiplayer option or something. I feel like that's a lot more likely of a route, because that's a lot easier to monetize in a single-player game. Because I don't feel like they make a lot off their single-player games that they ever did. Not sure. They did have a physical of Puzzle Quest 1 way back in the day, though. On like so many consoles. Not sure how well it actually did, though. I know I never played it back then. I didn't even know it was a Nintendo exclusive initially, too. Like Puzzle Quest back in the day. I think it was like a few-year exclusivity on Nintendo, and then it moved somewhere else. Which is actually where the remake of Puzzle Quest currently is too. It's still only on Switch and hasn't been ported to anything else yet. It likely will be at some point, but it hasn't yet, the HD remake of Puzzle Quest. Also, I don't think I've ever finished going through our playthrough of that game. I think the main reason being is it feels so slow compared to Gems of War's play style. Like, it feels like you're playing in slow motion, like literal slow motion. There's absolutely no speed settings. They didn't even add any either when they did the remake, which was actually really surprising. Maybe speed settings might have broken some mechanics in the game and they just didn't want to deal with coding at all. Because speed settings broke some things in Gems of War when it first came out as well. But obviously they had to fix that. But for something like Puzzle Quest, they probably don't want to have to deal with fixing all that, so they didn't add a speed option. Like, pretty much all of them have been patching current state of the game on Gems of War, but there used to be, when speed first came into the game, there was a lot of glitches associated to it. The main one being that you could cast onto the enemy team before they, before it actually got to their traits, back when Manticore had Empower. So you could actually stun an enemy before they triggered their traits at the beginning of a battle, which was really funny. That's obviously not possible anymore. For one, Manticore doesn't even have Empower anymore, but also because they made it so that's literally impossible, even if he did have Empower. I did play Puzzle Quest 1 when it first released. I just didn't finish playing Puzzle Quest 1 when it first released. Like, we never finished playing the playthrough on Blood Mage, which was marked as the hardest character to play. Even though I don't think it's actually the hardest character to play. Even though it's marked as such on the, within the game itself. An early game, maybe. But in the late game, it seems like it's going to be really strong. But yeah, we've played through Puzzle Quest 2.5 times on this channel. 2 full playthroughs on the old version, and half a playthrough of the HD remake. Maybe we'll finish the HD remake at some point. It would just take so long. There's so much content in the game. Like, it'd probably take 50 hours to finish the HD remake. And also, you can't change character midway through, so you have to keep using the same character we already have. Which, honestly, I feel like it's one of the things I wish they would have fixed about Puzzle Quest. Because you have to start a whole new file, or, you know, another separate file, all the way from the beginning, in order to try out a different class. And I think the HD remake has, like, over a dozen classes. To max every class in Puzzle Quest, I think takes, like, 500 hours. Or something similar. Like, it almost takes more time to max every class in Puzzle Quest than it does to do it in Gems of War. Which is kind of insane, if you think about it. Because I believe it takes about 50 hours per class or so. But maybe a little bit less. If you find, like, a good power grinding method for it. Because you have to start all the way from the beginning of storyline each time you do it. And there's, like, a dozen of them. But by the 3rd or 4th time, you'd probably get, like, insanely good at grinding it, though. You played Puzzle Quest 1 when it first came out? Nice. Yeah, I didn't play it until, like, a decade after it came out. I think 2018 was the first time we played it, or 2017. It came out in, like, 2006 or something, I think. I can't remember. It was, like, 2006, 2008, somewhere around there. Yeah, Puzzle Quest 1 eventually got ported to everything at the time. It originally released as a DS exclusive, but it came to PSP, it came to whatever the PlayStation was at the time, it came to whatever the Xbox was at the time. I'm not sure if it came to Nintendo console, though. I think as far as Nintendo, it stayed on handheld. Let's see. Where's our mana? If anyone still has any other questions or anything you want to talk about, let me know. We'll go for that. Get our explosion. Oh, so we got no niches tonight. I think I need like 6 more until we can finally go upgrade Phoenicia at 100% rate. Wait, actually, hold up. Do I have 8 niches right now or 7? Hold the holdups. Hold the holdups. Oh no, I have 7. Wait, no, I need 1 more. Yeah, I was gonna say I technically only need 8 total because you need 3 spares, and then you can do it with 5. You don't actually need 6. You can do it with 5 off of. Yeah, so I was right. I still need 1 more. But you can do 3 Medal of Anu. Excuse me. If you want 100% it, you can do 3 Medal of Anu for the first level instead of using 1 Nisha. Then use 2 Nishas, then use 3 Nishas. And that will give you a 100% rate that you get a Mythic upgraded. Honestly, one thing I almost want to do instead of upgrade Phoenicia, I'm curious to see what will happen with the Doom troops. One of these Doom troops that come out might become meta. Obviously Zugoff is, but he doesn't gain much of a benefit from being upgraded. Enraged Karandera does, and actually would gain a benefit from being upgraded. However, I don't have them yet, and I still want to keep an eye on them. And there's a chance the next Doom troop that comes into the game will actually be worth upgrading, which is another reason I kind of don't want to put into Phoenicia. Wait, how many niches short are we? I know we're really close. Oh, no. We're actually 9 niches short, though. Oh, no, we're not. Never mind. Hold up. I didn't see the badges over there, or the tokens. We're 7 niches short. I am 7 niches short of a, of our first mythic being maxed. We would need 7 more. Which could take months, depending on how much we farm. It could technically take a month if we farmed it for, like, 3 hours a day plus. But, at our current rate, it'll take literal months, since I don't power grind it that much normally. However, if we get another Doom troop, and it would look really cool upgraded, as far as its usability, I might end up doing it. We'll have to see. How would you use Enraged Karandera in a team? I feel like the meta for him, there's a troop in the game currently that converts all skulls to Doom Skulls. I am pretty sure the meta for him is to use that troop, convert everything to Doom Skulls, and then use his ability, and then auto-win. Because he does 10 damage to all enemies per Doom Skull on the board. If there's something like 10 skulls, and you then convert them all to Doom Skulls, that's 100 damage to everything, on top of his base damage that he also does to everything. On top of a skull convert that will kill literally anything if it revives. Which I'm pretty sure is the method of which you would play him. There's like a yellow-blue that converts all skulls to Doom Skulls. So you would end up doing that and then basically just winning off of that with a single cast. Obviously you would need like Leprechaun for mana accumulation and stuff. The team would likely be Mountain Crusher or something similar for mana accumulation, followed by Enraged Karandera, followed by the thing that does the converty thingy. I forget his name. I think it's like a blue-yellow dwarf or something from Kazel that converts all skulls to Doom Skulls without creating any, which is actually a good thing for Enraged Karandera. And then you go and cast Enraged Karandera, and then you auto-win. I'm pretty sure that's the meta strategy for using him. I'm not actually sure. I don't own him. And very few people own him. I know a couple weeks after he was released, they said 67 people in the entire game owned Enraged Karandera. That number by now is probably a little bit closer to several hundred to 1,000. But like a week or two after it released, it was literally like 67, 68 people or whatever they said. And I think that counted every platform, not just PC mobile. So there's a very, very small amount of people with it. Yeah, Zombie Dwarf's his name, yeah. He's not useful for anything, but he might actually be meta with Enraged Karandera. Just because of how much value Enraged Karandera gets from Doom Skull boost ratio. Whenever there's an internet outage, you play on your old system in games. Yeah, I might be doing that later this year. I was considering it. Because my dad still has all my N64, GameCube, and Wii stuff in the basement. So later this year, this summer potentially, we might have a retro gaming spree. Where we play all the Mario parties, 1 through 8. I wish I could have a good way to record the DS version. Honestly, the Mario Party DS was actually one of the best Mario Parties ever made. The AI in it was awful, but as far as actual implementation of everything, it not only had a story mode, which I think was like, well, actually a couple of them kind of had a story mode, but it had a really good story mode. It had a story mode, it had board control where you could actually like put stuff on the ground and control parts of the board, which is really nice on top of the already existing item system. And had some of the most creative minigames that they've ever done for a Mario Party. Mostly because not only did they have the mic thing that they could use on the DS, but they also had the touchscreen of the bottom screen of the DS, plus the double screen functionality of the DS. And they ended up utilizing literally all of it for that game. It was just so hard to play it with multiple people because every person would have to own a DS and a copy of the game. Or at least a DS. I think you might have been able to do it without a copy of the game. I can't even remember. But it was still really annoying to do multiplayer on it. That was the only bad thing about it. But everything else about it was one of the best Mario parties ever made. Also a big fan of Mario Party 2, 3, and 4. Hopefully all my stuff still works. That'd be unfortunate if none of it actually still works. Just from it sitting around for so long. That'll be fun when we finally get around to doing that, though. Every childhood game I've ever played. With all the exceedingly old save files. Though a small amount of them have been wiped. Either from friends accidentally doing it or by other means. I don't know, one of my favorite Mario games of all time is still 1000 Year Door. It came out on GameCube. It was pretty much peak Paper Mario. And then it was just pure downhill from there. The Wii version wasn't as much of downhill, but it started heading towards that direction. And just over the years, it just has gone down, and hey, another Enu, and down and down. I didn't even bother getting Origami King when it came out this year either. Mostly because Bug Fables was better, so I just played Bug Fables instead. Visually, it wasn't as good because obviously it's a small dev team, but mechanically, it played a lot more like Paper Mario games should, or the older Paper Mario games. They've still been supporting the game too. They did an update like a couple months ago for it, but a lot of quality of life and some extra content. Hence, like 1/3 the price. What do we even move here? You want to get Bug Fables, but the bug thing creeps you out. Oh no, the art style is a lot similar to Hollow Knight, as far as how they did the bugs. It's basically Hollow Knight is a Paper Mario game. It's basically what Bug Fables is, in a sense. Like a lot of the art style that they did is very similar. Well, not similar, because obviously they went for a little bit more of like the paper storybook aesthetic for Bug Fables, whereas Hollow Knight went a lot more realistic with their visuals. Oh yes, that green exclamation mark is the very, very annoying in this game. I hope they remove it. A lot of people asked them to. And on stream they said they're not planning on it. But that doesn't mean no. Not planning on it does not mean no. It just means they haven't been told enough times that it needs to be done. Let's see. I'll take that down. Like, I can understand if I had an exclamation point and then you click on it and then the exclamation point goes away. But to keep an exclamation point always on it constantly is very bad. At most, what they should do is make it a blinking exclamation point when you have filled the gold, just to kind of let the player know, like, oh, hey, you can go do this now. And then after you click on it, stop. Do not do another exclamation point. Just a single time when it fills with gold. Which would happen like every 2 days or so. And then once it happens, just once a person clicks on it once, just make it go away. That's how everything else works, too. It's kind of weird that the system for that's different. But anyways, does anyone else have any other questions? Once we get this next chest, we'll probably call it a wrap for tonight. Okay, final 2. Hopefully we get a Nisha. Come on, 7 more Nishas. Then we can upgrade the new Doom Troop whenever it comes to the game. Because I think that's what I'm going to save it for. I am so hesitant to upgrade Phoenicia. The main reason being is Phoenicia, like 3 years from now, is going to be dead content. Like, almost guarantee Phoenicia will be dead content over time. And for how long it takes to get that much metals, I'd rather put it into something that we know is going to be good for a while. And while Phoenicia has been good for a while, she's been good for a little over a year now. A year and 3 months. Ever since Metals came to the game, bringing in magic and all that, she's been really solid. But, and I'm just really hesitant to upgrade Phoenicia. Okay, what's in our final chest? Nisha? No, well, at least we got Rainia. So not completely horrible. Also, let's see. Can we get 25 plus gems from Tribute? I want to see 20 plus. Yeah, 20. Close enough. Exact 20. The full breakdown. I really like this screen. They really polish this pretty well. This screen. This screen used to be a lot weirder. But the full breakdown and everything is really cool. Ah, there we go. That would make sense that they would polish that screen. You see it every hour. You'd probably want that screen to be pretty polished. Because generally if someone's just coming in to take tribute, that's the main thing they'll see. If all they're doing is just coming in taking tribute real quick. So it's probably one of the most important screens in the game to have really polished. But I do like what it did with that screen. But anyways, they do good things, they do bad things. But overall, we'll see where the game goes. But we'll still be covering content along the way, nonetheless. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Don't forget, if you're still looking for that mythic, you have the rest of today and tomorrow to go and get it. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot harder to get beyond that point. It's not an absolute must-have, but it is worth at least trying for. And aside from that, yeah, we got a new faction this Friday, so we'll be covering that quite extensively. We'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, about an hour and a half prior to now tomorrow, in which we'll be doing the class event for Hierophant, which is an okay hero class. It's a really situational triple damage burning hero class. Main gimmick being that it has cleanse, so it's pretty good against Entangle and Freeze, since you don't have to worry about that on your hero. And no, we'll have faction on Friday. Also, I'll probably be doing I'm not sure if I'll be doing Slay the Spire tomorrow. I wanted to do our last stream of Slay the Spire tomorrow, but I think I might be a little busy tomorrow as well. So I'm not sure. If I have time at that point, we'll probably do it, but I'm not sure if it will be. I do still want to get at least one more Slay the Spire stream in though, but I might put it on like this Sunday or something. I'm not sure at this point. I'm still going to be a little busy tomorrow. So, or our next stream will probably just be the Gems of War stream that we end up doing, as we always do, tomorrow night. But anyways, guys, we'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you all enjoyed the rest of your week. Stay safe out there. Goodbye, everyone.